Alright, hello everybody. So I'm just getting the incubator set up. So I've got it up here where I'm going to keep it close to a plug-in. And I've just put the water tray in. And if you notice, the water trays are labeled 1 through 4. Typically you just fill up the first section with water. It's the surface area of the water, not the volume of the water, that makes the humidity. So usually just the first one, we'll keep it at 55 to 65% humidity, which is perfect for hatching eggs. I think towards the end at lockdown, you'll fill up more of them to keep it more humid at the end. But to begin with, you fill up the first one. Then you place in your screen, like so. Now for me, I bought an egg turner because I didn't want to be turning eggs. And I've been there, done that, and it's kind of a pain in the butt, and I don't have enough time to be turning eggs all the time. So I bought this egg turner here, and it goes in with the cord on the notch side. See, there's that little notch right there in the styrofoam, and that's perfect because it has this opening, or this, where there's no egg racks right here in the front, so you can fill up the water. You can just, like right down there is the first section, second, third, you can pour it right through here. Otherwise you'd have a hard time getting water in here anywhere else. So it's kind of set up just nice for that. So I got my egg turner in there, and basically I'm just going to put the lid on, fire it up, get it to temperature, start running it about an hour prior to putting in my eggs to get it all leveled out, the temperature dialed in just right. Alright, so I got the lid on. I got it fired up. You can hear the fan. You can see the temperature. It's going to start to climb. It's a nice little window, as you can see in there. Make sure that the egg turner is turning. And then the cord coming out. This little section right here. Alright, so I wanted to talk about eBay hatching eggs. So raising your own chickens is all the rage nowadays since the COVID virus and the lockdown. And then in some places baby chicks are hard to find. But getting hatching eggs off of eBay isn't very difficult. Pick yourself up an incubator and you pretty much got an unlimited supply from small farmers, small ranches or whatever around the country. So I have to tell you that this is the third time that I've done eBay hatching eggs, and I'm gonna document this process all the way through. The first 2 times didn't go so well, and that is primarily because the first time I ordered my incubator and my hatching eggs at the same time, and the eggs came in first and the incubator about a week later. So the eggs sat for a very long time before I was able to get them in the incubator, which I got about a 20% hatch rate. The second time, good old California had the public safety power shut off in the middle of the summertime and shut my power off on day 2. And I did not have a generator for about a day and a half. So there was no heat on the eggs for about a day and a half, and I also at that point got about a 50%, I believe, hatch rate on those. So the first 2 times didn't go so well, but I have a generator, I'm not expecting a power shut off, and I have my incubator, so I'm expecting this one to go really well. So this is the second time that I've ordered from this guy, Preheating. I will put a link to his eBay page. He used to have a chicken farm or poultry farm. I think it was Preheating's Poultry, I believe, in Kentucky, and he's got some good birds. I've got my light Sussex from him, and I've ordered, he gave me these Wheaten Marans as well, which I got this time. So I ordered 8+ Wheaten Maran hatching eggs from him, and I want to just basically get into this box and show you how they ship. So basically we got just a bunch of paper on the top. Yep, there we go. Wheaten Marans. So sometimes Marans are pretty difficult to find in the stores, so I like to get them off of eBay. So all these are individually wrapped in bubble wrap. You see that? So, of course he's got some peanuts in here. So very well packaged. It was quick shipping. I believe this is priority, whatever. Yeah, priority. Priority mail 3-day. But it didn't even take 3 days. I think he shipped it on Monday, it's Wednesday. So yeah, I guess 3 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he sent me 10 eggs. So you pay for 8. They typically send you a couple more just in case some don't hatch or there's some breakage in shipping. I've only had them broken in shipping once when that was UPS. The box was smashed on the outside, so that was definitely a postal service problem and not a shipping or you know, the person that I ordered from. So let me get these eggs out of the package and over and into the incubator. Alright, so I got my eggs out of the package. These are the Wheaton Marans. And look at the color. I just love the color of those eggs. And then these are the light Sussex eggs. I also got those light Sussex from D. Prather as well. And that's when I got my first Wheaton Maran from him. And I just really love the way they look. It's a rooster, but it's a beautiful rooster. So I ordered some more Wheaton Maran eggs. They're kind of difficult, kind of hard to find. He's the only one that I've actually seen selling them on eBay. So if you want them, like I said, I'll put a link to his eBay page. So let's get these in the incubator. The incubator has been running for about an hour. The temperature has stabilized. You can tell by the blinking heat light. It's clicking on and off. So it's stabilized at a temperature. So I'm just going to open it up and put these eggs in there. Alright, so I got the eggs in the incubator, in the egg turner, and I just spaced them out that really for no rhyme or no reason, just because. So before you put your eggs in, you really want to give them a good look over, make sure that they don't have any cracks in them. You can float them in water to see if they're bad or not, if you want to do that, or you can spray them with a 50-50 mix of that gold Listerine and water to disinfect them. I just like to keep things simple. I took them right out of the package and right out of the coop and set them right in here. I kind of wiped off any solid waste or debris off the eggs, and that's about it. So we got the egg turner on. So for your egg turners, they turn really, really slow. You won't even notice the movement. This is my first egg turner. I thought it was just going to quickly turn them, you know, every hour or every 3 hours, but it's really just a real slow roll back and forth, and you won't even notice it turning. So this is the Homestead egg turner, and this is the Homestead 2370 model. So if you're interested, also purchased both of those off of Amazon. Alright, so today is day 0. Your first day is day 0. Tomorrow will be day 1 of the incubation process. Alright. So we got our water, we got our eggs, everything's powered up. Now you just wait. Alright. Let's get incubating. 21 days. Should have some chickens. Alright, so I wanted to give you guys an update on the eBay eggs and my own eggs that I put into the incubator. Today is day 23. Hatch day was day 21 and lockdown was day 18. So they begin to hatch on day 21. I got 2 birds on day 21, 3 more on day 22, and nothing so far today. But I'm going to go ahead and take them out and put them into my brooder box and close the incubator back up for another day or so. Hopefully we can get a few more to hatch. A little disappointed about the hatch rate, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. So let me go ahead and open this up and pull these out real quick. Oh, he's so tiny. He's still wet. And there's one pipping right there. Let me get these guys out. It's probably bad to pull him out while he's pipping. 2, 3, 4. We're gonna leave him in. Alright, so I got these 4 birds into the brooder box. I need to get their water set in here. You need to take the baby chicks, you need to grab them and put their beaks, just shove their beaks into the water so they know where the water is and that they can drink from that. You can see they're already starting to scratch and peck, and it's just natural. They'll find the food here shortly. Once one of them does, they'll just be all over it. And I start my birds with medicated chick starter, just because. And then I'll do a follow-up here later today or tomorrow to see if that one chicken finishes pipping out, if any more hatch, and how the one bird that I left inside the incubator, because he was still pretty wet, does. Alright, so stay tuned for that. And there we go, look. Look at these guys. 2-day-old chicks fresh out of the incubator. Alright, so I got to get a heat light and got to get some water, so let me get that done. Alright, so we got the food, we got the water, and you can see he or she is already taking a nap under the heat light. So now what I got to do is show them about the water, which I'm going to try to film with one hand, hold this lid open with the other, and just grab these guys and just take them over to the water. And hold them. You just put their beaks right there. Touch it to the water. He's done. There's 2. 3. Kind of lost track. I don't know who's who. There's 4. He got some water. I reached this one way over there. I don't know if I got you or not. I'm double dipping maybe. See, there's some water. See that? There we go. There, oh, look at that. Oh, look, see? Now he's learned, he's going to show everybody else, hopefully, what to do. Try you. So you got some water. See that? Alright. So get in. Oh, now he's eating. He found the food. It's just amazing how natural this stuff just occurs. Give them a little help without their mama, and they're just off to a good start. So there you have it. Like I said. Alright, this is going to be the autopsy for the eBay eggs and my eggs incubator process. I don't think any more are going to hatch, and I wanted to show you some of the common problems. So typically with incubating eggs, one of 2 major things will happen. One, they'll just, like I can shake this and feel it moving back and forth in here. It's just not developed. So it's kind of yolky. So I know that that egg is not developed. And then the second problem that occurs quite frequently is they start to pip out and they just gas out. They just can't get out of their eggshell for one reason or another. Like this bird right here. So we had one. So it just goes to show that the ones that I bought off of eBay were these dark brown ones, the Morons. There's one that pipped out and died. One non-developed. Here's another non-developed or underdeveloped egg. Here's another one that started pipping and just didn't make it out of its shell. And I don't know why they do that. Here's another one that started pipping. He got pretty far, but he just gassed out. Oh man, that's a hard shell. So I don't know what causes this. The chicken just, yeah, I don't know. So we got 3 died during pipping, 2 undeveloped of the Moran eggs. From my eggs that I got from my chickens, here's one that started pipping and didn't make it out as well. I mean, this is a really thin. This one was easy. I mean, this, yeah, it's a shame. I don't know what causes that. But I got my cleanup crew here. So I want to crack these undeveloped eggs open and see if they're partially developed or if they're yolky or what. And we'll let the cleanup crew handle it after that. So if you're a little squeamish, maybe you want to turn away at this point. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Yeah, see that? There's back up just 1 second. There's very little development, very little. So something either is wrong. Same thing here. This one just no development whatsoever. So I'm assuming, I mean, that one was obviously fertilized, but it didn't even get started. So I have no idea. With the eBay shipping eggs, maybe they were just handled badly in freight. You cannot fault this from the seller or the eggs that he shipped to me. They pretty much, I mean, there's a very good outcome for the eBay eggs. The eggs that I hatched from my personal flock here did not do as well as the ones I got from eBay, and there was no shipping involved in those. So I still left 11 eggs in the incubator. I'm going to give them a couple more days to see how they do, because I got 5 birds out of 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, out of 22 eggs incubated, I got 5 birds. And that's a pretty sad incubation rate. And I did it 2 times before, both with problems, and my incubation rate was just as good, if not better, with problems. And this time I had an egg turner and everything. So I don't know, maybe it's hit and miss, but we'll see. I'll give one more update after 2 more days of those remaining eggs in the incubator, and we'll do a final tally and go from there. Okay, this is going to be the final segment on my eBay eggs and incubation process. So these are the last 11 eggs that I left in the incubator for an additional 2 days to see if I could get any action from them, and nothing's happened. These 6 on the left look, if you use a flashlight, they look undeveloped. These 2 white eggs or light brown eggs on the right look like they might have had chicks in them that just didn't hatch. I couldn't see through the dark brown eggs, but you'll see that I only have 3 dark brown eggs. The fertilization rate on the eggs that I got from eBay was good. My hatch rate was just low, and I don't know why. I can chalk it up to maybe shipping. I live in California. They shipped from, I forgot where the guy was from, but maybe Kentucky. They shipped from Kentucky, and there's probably, hopefully, only 1 non-stop flight, but I don't know. I've seen how they handle baggage on airplanes, so maybe shipping stirred them up a little bit too much. I have no idea. So anyways, let's crack these open and see if we can't get to the bottom of what happened with these eggs. Cleanup crew, are you guys ready? Come on, Bo. So we'll start with these, which I think were undeveloped. We'll see what they look like. Yep. My thoughts. Exactly. Come on. Come get the eggs. Undeveloped. Well, that one looked pretty solid. Better take a look at this one. Oh, that's got a chick in it. So I don't want the dogs to get that one. So let's take this water from you. I don't know why, it just doesn't feel right. So that one had a developed chick, didn't hatch, don't know why. Here we got another developed chick, no hatching. Another developed chick, no hatching. Ah, that's weird. There's undeveloped. Undeveloped. Not a developed chick. No hatching. But they're obviously dead. There's no movement. And nothing. No movement, no nothing. See these? Oh, undeveloped chick. No movement, it's definitely dead. Undeveloped egg. And no hatching. Those guys are dead. The cleanup crew is getting busy. Got the cats in the mix too. Alright, so I don't know. Sum it up. You can trust eBay eggs. They do come fertilized. They do work. I don't know what the problem with my process was. Like I said, I got 5 out of like 21 eggs. That's not a very good percentage. So there you have it. So in closing with this video, so basically all the eggs that you saw me crack open, if they were yolks and just runny and no development, that was probably from storing the eggs incorrectly prior to incubation, storing them for too long, or something happened during that portion of it. That's usually just maybe it was even infertile. So all the ones that you saw me crack open that had the actual chicken or embryo inside, those are issues that happened during incubation, such as temperature problems, humidity problems. Chicks with deformed legs typically are from not turning enough. Well, I had an egg turner, so I'm hoping, I didn't take a look and look too closely at those chicks, but I'm hoping that egg turning wasn't a problem. So I have to admit there was a problem with humidity. I checked the incubator about a week in and it was out of water. So I'm not sure if that would, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Also, we opened up the incubator to take out those 4 chicks, and anything that was in the pipping process at that point probably got a huge drop in humidity, and it got stuck on that, gosh, I forget the term of the film around the eggshell, but you all know what I'm talking about. If you peel an egg, you deal with it. So a rapid drop in humidity will cause them to get stuck in that. So it was about a 50-50 infertile, no development versus chicks that didn't hatch. So I'll be incubating some more eggs soon. I'm going to do some much better documentation on it, and again, use the egg turner, and they're going to be all my eggs from my homestead here, so hopefully we'll get better results. But just want to, once again, in closing, don't be afraid to get eggs from eBay. They were all fertile. They did fairly well, and they did better than mine, I believe. So they work. It's true. It's safe to buy them. Check out the guy I bought them from. Morons are pretty cool birds. And yeah, there's the only 5 that I got in there. So thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, if you learned anything, and see you next time.